Okay, I guess I'll start. This is all we have for today, I guess. So, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, today, I'll just be doing giving you an introduction to science. Okay, so basically, just a little bit of stuff that you have to know. Um, my name is Joshin. You can call me Josh if you want, and I'm currently 17 years old. And I'm going to Kimball High. Do you know where Kimball High is? You can use the chat if you want, whatever you want. But yeah, I go to Kimball High, and I'm going to be a senior. Um, so I'm doing this because I want to give everybody a free opportunity to learn science. There's not many opportunities to learn science over here, so might as well just let people learn. I want you guys to get interested in this, and maybe do something cool about it. So So what to expect? So today I'm going to just give you a basic overview, right? So an introduction, as I said, and then tomorrow you'll learn about biology, and I'll tell you what that is in a second. And then after that, chemistry and physics, and I'll show you what they are in just a second, okay? So, so what is science? So science is basically, in case you don't already know, it's like being a detective. So it's about exploring and learning about the world around us. So, for example, the sky, or maybe your desk, or anything, the air. So that's basically what science is. You explore and learn about that. Scientists, they use their curiosity and special tools. So basically, equipment in labs. So if you've seen movies, scientists have these big labs. So they use the tools in the labs to investigate how things work and why things happen. So, why does the sun appear at a certain time of day and then disappear? Or why does the moon shine brighter than some days? You can use science to find out why. So scientists use observations, and observations is basically seeing, smelling, feeling, all these different types of using your senses to get information. So they ask questions and they do experiments to find answers. Um, so using science, you can, as I said before, you can understand, the stars, the weather, plants, animals, and much more. So I like science because it's like an adventure where you can discover new things and unlock the secrets of our world. So here I'm going to teach you a little bit about what the different types of sciences are. So first we have biology. Biology is the study of living things. So living things are humans, animals, and plants. Okay, as you may already know. Then we have chemistry. Chemistry is the study of substances. So basically water and air and elements such as iron, what else is oxygen. Maybe you know oxygen. That's what we breathe, we need, and much more. Physics is basically the study of how the world works. So forces, energy, movement. And so basically that's kind of like you can basically just use, movement as in a car moving. Physics studies a car moving or maybe a ball being thrown into the air. So that's basically what's physics. Astronomy. So astronomy is the study of the stars, planets, and other things in space. So, what have you seen space falls under astronomy. Earth science is the study of our planets. So our planet is called Earth. And things such as rocks, mountains, oceans, and weather. So you've probably seen rocks, mountains before. And there we have environmental science, which is a study of how living things interact with the environment. So that's kind of more of a complicated thing, ecosystems and pollution. I'm not sure if you've learned that already, but that's environmental science. So the next slide is why is science important? So here are a few reasons why science is important and why you should be interested in science. So first of all, as it states, it's like a superpower where you can kind of discover like anything that you want, really. So first of all, science answers our questions. So let's say we have a question. Right here, why is the sky blue? How are plants grow? Why are plants green? Why are so many plants green? Or maybe um why does rain happen? Right? We can use science to answer these questions. And then we have problems, so solves problems. Scientists use their knowledge and skills to solve problems. So basically, scientists they come up with ideas and experiments to find solutions. So, for example, there have been, as you may know, people get sick, right? And whenever you get sick, you go to the doctor and they give you medicine, and this medicine helps you feel better, right? So, scientists are actually the ones who created these medicines, these medications, and you obviously you need medicines to get better. And then also science helps us make new discoveries. So um, if you maybe you've seen somewhere, but there have been things that have gotten discovered, like in space, or maybe new animals have been discovered in Earth, right? So scientists are basically people who discover that. So I'm not sure if you may know what cells are, but cells are basically small units in our body, like tiny little living things, and they make up what we are. So I'll get into that tomorrow. You don't have to worry about it right now. Um, but moving on, science helps us invent cool things. So the phones or computers that you're using right now to be on this call, they were invented by science. Science helped us make such technology, and it makes everyday life possible. Science is basically all around us. So just the weather, skies, the wind, and food as well. So yeah, science is really important because it helps us find answers, solve problems, make discoveries, and invent new things. So as I said before, it's a superpower, basically a superpower of being a detective. So here's what I will probably teach you guys today, and that is the scientific method. The scientific method is basically a method of getting information that scientists have used for a long time now. And in fact, you might hear it a lot more as you grow older, but here I'll introduce it to you guys now in case you don't already know. So first of all, I want you to imagine you have a very curious mind and you want to find out how things work. So the scientific method is a step-by-step process that helps you do that. Let's break it down. So first of all, we have step one, and that is to observe. And right now, I want you guys to like pay attention to something interesting. So maybe it's a bug, a plant, or maybe it's something on your desk, maybe a pencil, or maybe it's a fan, spinning
Excuse
around.
me,
Yeah, what's up?
could you be a tad bit louder?
Oh, I did not know. Give me a second.
Because like you're kind of breaking apart from my
Oh,
side.
okay, okay. Give me 1 second. Maybe it has to do with my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Okay. Uh, okay. Is this a little bit better?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Of course, did you get anything that I said a few minutes ago or no?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cool, cool. Okay. So where was I? Um Step one, right? So I want you guys to look at something and just observe it, okay? So maybe it's a bug, as I said, or maybe it's something on your desk, a pencil, or maybe outside. It could be the trees outside, right? And so that's all you have to do, just maybe notice the details. And then step two, I want you guys to ask a question. So right outside my door, my window, there's a tree. So why is that tree green? Or why is the sky blue? Okay. So then step three is usually making an educated guess. And this educated guess, I want you guys to remember this, is called a hypothesis. So this is basically making a smart prediction on what you already know. So you already know that, well, the trees outside, the plants outside are green. So why are they green? Well, maybe they get enough water or sunlight, right? So you already know that trees get greener because you give them more water and sunlight. So you can just say that can be our hypothesis. And step 4, we're not going to have you guys do this right now, but that's an experiment. So you have to design an experiment that will test your hypothesis, which will test your educated guess. So as this example states, right, the hypothesis was, I think the leaves change color because the weather gets colder. And you may have already seen this. During the fall, the leaves turn more brownish and then they start falling apart, right? They turn brownish, reddish, a bunch of different colors, and then they fall. So you might want to say, for your experiment, you might want to collect different leaves, maybe put them in different temperatures, right? So maybe one can be in like a warm place, other leaves can be in a really cold place, etc. And I want you to keep track of what happens. And then step 5 is to collect data. So usually scientists do this by writing down whatever they see, anything that they observe, even the smallest details, like maybe a shape is different or something, just you can write that down. And then step 6, we have analyze. So look at the data that you collected and see if it supports your hypothesis. Did the leaves change color when it got colder? Did they bloom as you gave them more water, etc., right? For example, so what patterns do you notice? And then step 7, our final step, is conclusion. So based on your analysis, you make it a conclusion. Did your experiment prove your hypothesis? And if it did, great. If not, well, that's okay. You can do another experiment that will help prove it, or maybe your hypothesis is incorrect. So yeah, that's what science is about. It's about learning and trying again. And it's basically being a detective on a completely more scientific, a broader level, if that makes sense. So here's an experiment maybe you guys might have fun doing today. So I want you guys to go around real quick, collect some items. I want you guys to get something that rolls. So do you guys have any toy cars, for example? Maybe cardboard or a long book? So like basically, let me give you. Okay, so like a clipboard, maybe you can use. Do you? Let me put in my video. Okay. Okay, guys, do you see me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, guys. This is me. I will show you guys what to get. So if you guys want to do this experiment, just let me know. If not, then we'll skip the slide, just move on. But I want you guys to get some books. So right here I have some books. Okay, so maybe get like four books, and then I want you guys to get something long, like this little clipboard. You see this? So maybe you can get something like that, and then I want you guys to get something that rolls. Let me see. Do you guys know what Hot Wheel cars are? Here. Yeah, cool. So you see this little toy car over here? So you can get that as well. And then you guys can get sticks and markers. So right here, I have 3 pencils that can work as anything, as it says here, anything that can be used to mark where the car stops. And yeah, so I want you guys to collect those and let me know when you're done, and then we can continue on. Okay.
Excuse me.
Hello.
We have a quick thing to say. We
Mhm.
actually did this already in our class,
Oh, okay.
and we would like to skip. And this is our opinion. We're great with anyone else if they would like to do it.
Okay. I will let the other people know. Guys, the other two, Rushy and Sean, if you guys want to skip, just let me know. We can just wrap up today quickly, and I'll give you another experiment tomorrow, maybe that you haven't done. Have you guys done any experiments for biology yet?
No.
Okay, okay.
I mean, like, what type of grade science are you teaching? Like,
First through fifth grade-ish. So
oh, because like we did this in fourth grade.
okay, fourth grade. Okay, okay. Rashi says no. Okay. Rashi, is it okay if we skip the experiment? Because Samvi, Reddy, and Dora, are you guys three different people or?
No, it's just my whole name. I have my twin sister next to me.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay. Okay, so Sanvi over here. Okay, sure. Okay, so we can skip today. I'm so sorry, Sanvi, for giving an experiment that you've already done, but we can move on. But I'll show you. Maybe you might know, maybe you might not know. But this basically is demonstrating the scientific method. So do you know how that works or no? Guys, do you guys know how the experiment connects to the scientific method or not? Because I can teach you guys real quick. Spend a little bit more time. Is that okay? Rashi, Sean, Zombie, you guys fine with that? Okay, Rashi's fine with that. Okay, okay, cool. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so if your mic doesn't work, just use the chat. That's completely fine. So the question. So as you said here, step one, observe. We're not really observing here, but step two is ask a question, right? So the question is, we have a ramp, and you've done this before, Sanvi. So we have a ramp over here, and does the height of the ramp affect the distance an object can roll? So hypothesis is write down somewhere what you will think will happen. Since you guys have probably done this before, we can completely skip this step. And then you're gonna take the steps, right? These steps, and have an experiment. So in this experiment, it's designed so you have books. You're gonna have the cardboard or clipboard, and you're gonna put it on an incline. You guys know, and then you're gonna roll down the car, mark it where it stops, put more books, and then the incline is steeper, right? So the car will go faster. So that's basically what the experiment is designed for. Um, so obviously you guys done this, so we can skip that. But yeah, the conclusion is yes, the height of the ramp will affect how far the car goes. So so yeah, every day what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys like fun facts, right? Pertaining to the topic. So for example, today is just general. So I'm going to just give you fun facts about everything. So for example, did you know that the single bolt of lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? And so the sun's surface is around 50,000 degrees Celsius, I believe. If not, it might be Fahrenheit, but that's really hot, right? You can't survive that. And a bolt of lightning can get as hot as the surface of the sun. So that's very hot. The solar system, it formed about what 4.6 billion years ago. So that's I don't really need to explain that to you because that's a very long time. But that's basically when the sun formed and the planets were also being formed. And there is a place in Arizona called Yuma that gets over 4,000 hours of sunshine a year. So that let me see, that's around how many days? 4,000. So we can find how many days by dividing it by 24. And we get so around that's around 166 days of constant sunshine, right? Including the nights. And then the South Pole, on the other hand, it gets sun for only 182 days a year. So what that means is it gets the sun sometimes, like the how does it explain this? It gets you know how the sun is kind of temporary, right? It's like a few hours a day. So yes, that is the South Pole, only gets it a few hours a day, but the place in Arizona gets around 4,000 hours of complete sunshine. Okay, so let me put this in perspective. How many hours sunshine? Smooth. So basically the South Pole, it gets did you know the South Pole also gets 24 hours of darkness? So like complete darkness in the winter. So that's kind of crazy, honestly. Also your nose, maybe you know this already, but your nose can detect a trillion different smells. And last but not least, something that kind of surprised me was tomatoes are fruit and watermelons are technically berries. So honestly, that was crazy to be honest. But that's about it. Any questions? Because today was almost on time. So we have 4 minutes of Q&A. If you have any questions or would just like to get to know me, that's completely fine. Apart from that, we're done for today. You guys can use the chat. That's completely fine. Okay, any last questions, guys? If not, you guys are free to leave. Go ahead. Yeah, you're welcome, Rashi. Okay, yeah, sure, I can talk about that. So, date tomorrow, where is it? Here, okay. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about biology, and so I'll basically teach you more about the study of living things. So I'll teach you about humans. So basically the body system, I'll introduce you to that, and I'll teach you a little bit about plants as well. And then tomorrow's Wednesday, and then Thursday, so day 3, I'll try to teach you about chemistry. And so chemistry is this, as I said, the study of substances. So I'll teach you about chemical reactions and basically like atoms, right? I'll introduce you to that as well. And then the final day, day 4, I will teach you a little bit about physics. And so physics is, as I said, the study of how the world works. So I'll probably teach you about energy. Energy is probably something you might have learned already. I'm not sure, but um I'll get more into depth about that and also about movement. So does that answer your question? Okay. Is that something you'd like to see or is it All right, see you, Rashi. Take care.
Excuse me,
Hi, how's it going?
I have a question.
What is your question?
Um, so if you're not a senior or a junior, what position would you be in high school?
I
Like
did
third
say
year.
that I was a senior. Before when I was introducing myself, I'm a senior in high school. Oh, wait, is that a general question? Like,
General question.
oh yeah, okay. So there are 4 like different like grades in high school. So the lowest one is freshman year. Right, so you're a freshman, that's ninth grade. And then 10th grade is sophomore. So it's called sophomore. And that's 10th grade. And then it's junior, which is 11th. And then my grade, senior. So seniors all the way at the top, 12th grade. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I thought you at the starting, I thought you said that you were going to become a senior.
Yeah, so I just graduated from my junior year and I'm going to be a senior now. So when school starts, I will be officially a senior.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, any last questions? Okay, it is officially 6:30. You guys are completely free to leave. I hope you guys can make it tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. You as well have a great day. All right. I hope you guys can make it tomorrow. That would mean the world to me. And apart from that, have a great day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed and take care. All right. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.